Hello everyone, welcome to the short tricks of spectroscopic problems which are asked in CSIR NET exams. Myself, Professor Mohsin Patan from JT Art Science and Commerce College for Women, Malegaon. Now, take a look to the given problems. Here, the question is number of signals present in the proton decoupled C13 NMR spectrum of the following compound is. Guys, here proton decoupled C13 NMR spectrum. That means it is given and the number of signals are asked in proton decoupled C13 NMR spectrum. Now, proton decoupled C13 NMR means the hydrogens which are directly attached to the carbon, they do not couple with that particular carbon, that means carbon 13. So that's why it is called as a proton decoupled C13 NMR spectrum. Now here the question is very simple, number of signals present in the proton decoupled C13 NMR spectrum of the following compound. Okay, now here what you have to do, you have to use the concept of symmetry. That means you have to use plane of symmetry or center of symmetry, and on the basis of that you can be able to find out the different sets or different groups of the carbon, and by counting the different groups of the carbon you can be able to say the number of signals in the C13 NMR spectrum. So we will apply the symmetry concept to the given molecule, and in that way we will be able to say the number of signal present in the proton decoupled C13 NMR spectrum. So take a look. In this compound, if we add this plane, okay, that means look at here, if we add this plane, then this molecule is bisected into two parts. Okay, so there are two parts. Now out of these two parts we have to consider only one parts, either this or this. Okay, now suppose we will consider the above part only. So in the above parts, the above part is obtained by adding a plane. This is our plane. Okay, symmetry plane. Now after after getting this part by adding a plane, now again we have to see whether any other plane or center of symmetry is possible in that particular molecule or not. So in this part, how many carbons total? Here total 8 carbons are there. Okay, so as there are 8 carbons, so what we have to do, we have to just look for that whether all these 8 carbons are different or some of them are similar. If all are different, then the number of CMR signals are 8. Different carbons, that means different signal. But if the carbons are same or they form the same group, that means their signal is also same. So here you can see that this Br is opposite to this Br. That means the carbon to which this Br is attached is similar to the carbon to which another Br is attached. That means these two carbon form the same group. Similarly, you can see that this carbon which has a hydrogen, and opposite to this carbon is there which also has a hydrogen. That means there is a center of symmetry between the carbons bearing bromine, between the carbons bearing hydrogens, and between the carbons which bears another carbon shown by this green color carbon. So here how many sets? There are 3 sets of the 6 aromatic carbons. The two aromatic carbons which bears two bromine atoms. They are same, that means they form same group, or we can say that same set. Okay, so here we can say that if this is our structures, that means this carbon, this is the ring, and this carbon, so these two carbon, suppose they are A, okay, because they have center of symmetry. Now these two carbon, they form their same group, suppose they are B, and these two carbons, they also form their same group, so it is C. And to these C carbons there are two carbons attached, okay, and these two carbon, these carbon and these carbons, they are again same, okay. So there are four different sets, that means four different C13 NMR signals are possible. So on the basis of that, we can say that in the given compounds there are four C13 decoupled NMR signal. That means proton decoupled C13 NMR spectrum of this given compound shows four signals. Okay. Now, so to solve this problem, or whenever the question is asked about the number of H1 NMR signal or number of C13 NMR signal, then what you have to do? You have to use the concept of symmetry. That means you have to add plane of symmetry and bisect the molecule into possible parts. And out of the different parts, you have to select only one part. And again in that particular part, you have to see whether there is a center of symmetry or not. If there is a center of symmetry, then the atoms or groups which are opposite to each other, they also form the same group. So in that way, you can find out the correct C13 NMR signal or H1 NMR signal by adding the plane of symmetry or by considering the center of symmetry. So here the correct answer is 4. Okay.